One male was located inside one office building. One adult female was also located inside of a separate office building. The suites where those victims were located have been identified as the Unified Homes business. Investigators have recovered several items at the scene, including a semi-automatic handgun and a backpack containing pepper spray, handcuffs, and ammunition, which we believe belonged to the suspect. Then quickly began a systematic search of the business complex and located 3 deceased victims. One female adult was located upstairs on an outdoor landing. One male was located inside one office building. One adult female was also located inside of a separate office building. The suites where those victims were located have been identified as the Unified Homes business. Investigators have recovered several items at the scene, including a semi-automatic handgun and a backpack containing pepper spray, handcuffs, and ammunition, which we believe belonged to the suspect. Response included approximately 20 police officers and was followed by approximately 30 investigators, along with the FBI and ATF. We are also working with the Orange County District Attorney's Office, who responded to handle the officer-involved shooting portion of the incident. Our investigation is still ongoing at this location, and the surrounding streets in the area remain closed at the time. We are continuing to learn more information as the day progresses. At this time, I cannot release the identity of any of the victims due to the fact next of kin have not yet all been notified. I can confirm the deceased are 1 male adult, 2 female adults, and 1 9-year-old boy. 1 female adult remains at the hospital along with the suspect. The suspect has been identified as 44-year-old Amenadab Gaxiola Gonzalez, with a last known address in Fullerton. Is believed to be related to a business and personal relationship which existed between the suspect and all of the victims. It appears all of the adults were connected either by business or a personal relationship, and this was not a random act of violence. The child is believed to be the son of one of the victims who worked at the business. Like I mentioned earlier, as soon as next of kin notifications are made, we are hopeful to be able to release the names of the deceased victims. To reiterate, this appears to be an isolated incident, and we believe everyone knew each other, whether through a business or personal relationship. Investigators will remain on scene throughout the day until the investigation is complete. If anyone has any information about the incident, we would ask them to call the Orange Police Department. I will now turn this over.
Operations. One is the officer-involved shooting. Anytime a police officer engages with deadly force in the field, that is investigated by the Orange County District Attorney's Office, except for the city of Huntington Beach. The reason is simple. We need to ensure that there are officers from the DA's office who investigate other officers and have nothing to do with and no connection to the agency that's being investigated. That is for transparency and objectivity. The other reason we're here is because of the criminal investigation of the shooting itself by this alleged suspect, Mr. Gonzalez. Throughout the night, my prosecutors were working on search warrants and other aspects of advice to the investigative team, and we believe we will be getting the submission for a request for filing in the next few days. I'm here to make something very, very clear. Mr. Gonzalez is eligible for the death penalty. This is a special circumstances case. There were multiple victims. And we are now presently looking at whether his locking of the front and the back gates constituted a lying in wait, which would also be eligible for death.